Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Elma. I'm going to be taking you through my Game Week 1 FPL team. I hope you're all excited as I am for the start of the season. So, to start us off, I'm going to start off with the bench where we have Foster, who plays for Watford. Cheap option, really, nothing much about him. He won't play first team football as much because I am sure that Batchman plays the first team. So Foster is just there for the bench. Cheap budget enabler, enables you to spend money in other places. So that's why we have Foster. Then you have Luke Ayling, plays for Leeds, 4.5 million, cheap option. In my opinion, that's an absolute bargain considering last season he was quite decent with attacking returns and a lot of points. So there are many 4.5 million defenders. So it's your choice to pick this Ben White if you want Ben White. So you can just pick any budget enabler of your own choice, really. It's up to you. Then you have Omoba Medele, plays for Norwich. Cheap option, 4 million. Just there to enable me to spend funds in other areas of the pitch. Also a very cheap option if you want him. There are many 4 million defenders. Once again, it's up to you to choose who you like. It's up to you. Then we have Brownhill, who completes the bench. 4.5 million midfielder, plays for Burnley. The reason I've gone for him is because last season he played some matches, got decent points. So that's why I've gone for him. It's up to you again to pick a midfielder you like for 4.5 million who will just enable you to spend money in your first team. So as we go into the first team, in goal we have Sanchez, plays for Brighton. He's cheap option, 4.5 million. Can't really go bad on him. For me, goalkeepers just a hit or miss. Hope for a clean sheet. Hope for save points. With small teams, the save points are more. That's why I've gone for Sanchez. You can also go for a premium goalkeeper if you like. But for me, as I've said, goalkeepers really don't matter. Because once the clean sheet's gone, they're useless. Then for the defenders, we have Digne, Shaw, and Trent. For me, I like defenders who offer attacking returns. So for like Digne, Shaw, and Trent, they all go forward a lot. They're all involved in set pieces, corners, free kicks. Especially for Digne and Trent, who score from free kicks. So that's what goes to my thinking about them. Then for the defenders we have for the midfielders we have Salah, Bruno, Rafinha, and Barnes. So Salah and Bruno, everyone knows they're just too good to be left, but it's up to you. You can also pick Son if you want, but I've gone for Salah and Bruno because last season they were in my team and they gave me a lot of points, so why not go with them again? So then Rafinha and Barnes, those are the touch and go. I'm not so sure about them because on the FPL the pricing from 7.5 to 6 million is tough to pick, but it's up to you to decide who you want to pick the most from that bracket, who you think is gonna perform more. For me, I've chosen Rafinha and Barnes, mostly because last season Rafinha had a lot of goals and assists for Leeds. He's their main guy there, so they rely on him to perform. That's why I've gone for him. And for Barnes, since he plays for Leicester, who are aiming for that top 4 after missing out for 2 seasons, I'm sure they're going to be looking to get into that top 4 now. And people like Barnes will have to step up so as to enable them to reach top 4. And also for Barnes, he played well against Man City in the Cup, Community Shield Cup. He was good. He played for 70 minutes. So what I was thinking is he won't be that player who's going to be playing full 90 minutes, but I'm sure in the little time he's going to have to play, he's going to produce points. Then for the forwards, we have Antonio, Ings, and Tony. I first apologize for not having the Ings image since the time I was recording this. They don't have a picture for him in the Aston Villa kit, so I just used the Aston Villa kit. Anyway, for Antonio, great striker. You always know he's gonna get you goals. Playing against Newcastle the first game week, I love the guy. He got me a lot of points last season. That's why I've trusted him again this season. And let's see how he does. The problem with Antonio, he is injury prone, and I hope this season he won't get so much injuries. But for now, he has a good run of fixtures. That's why I've gone for him. Then we have Ings. Coming from Southampton to Aston Villa recently. You know he's gonna bang in goals. He's going to score a lot, especially with the amount of assists from the wingers. Yeah, it's interesting to see how they're going to survive without Grealish, and who is really going to provide the goals. I had Watkins initially, but he has a knock, and I don't know how Aston Villa are going to play. They're going to play back three, two strikers up front, 4-4-2. We don't know. We don't know where Watkins is gonna really play, on the wing, striking. But for Ings, it's nailed on striking. That's why I've gone for him. And you know Ings is gonna score goals no matter what. Then you have Tony, which I'm not so sure about, but he's in the team. For Tony, I remember last season I had Mitrovic, who people thought he was going to score a lot of goals, but ended up not scoring as much goals. So he was kind of a waste. So I'm hoping that Tony is going to be better than him. Yeah. So that's it for the game week 1 team. So next I'm going to talk about what I'm thinking to change and why I'm thinking to change. So I was thinking of moving Digne out for Ben White, who is a cheaper option, and maybe boosting Rafinha to Mount or Havertz, because I'm sure Mount and Havertz this season are gonna have a lot of assists and goals in them, especially if Lukaku comes along. You know that Mount is gonna be assisting him and he's going to score a lot of goals, because Lukaku is just a goal scorer. And if Lukaku comes to Chelsea, I'm also going to try and find a way to fit him into the team, which is also something I'm looking at. Yeah. Then also have Robertson, who's injured. So maybe you can take a punt on Simiskas, who looks like the obvious replacement for him if you want. But the problem with Simiskas is when you want to bring in someone else, it's going to be hard to bring in a Liverpool player, because you'll have to take Simiskas out, which will waste a transfer. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm also looking at Jota, maybe for Barnes, but I'm not so sure if Jota is going to play many matches, which is still have to look. Anyway, you know the what's it called, international duty starts in about after game week 3. There's international break, so I think from after the first 3 game weeks to give you an idea of who is playing in the team and who is not playing, and you can maybe make changes there depending on what you've seen. So this is my game week 1 team. I hope it does well. And also, so now before I end the video, I'm going to put in the description a link for joining my fantasy Premier League, where I'm going to be giving the winner a t-shirt of their favorite team, or just any team they will want. So all you have to do is just join and make sure you're subscribed, so that during the end of the season I can give you the shirt. And also I'm going to be posting my final team Instagram and Twitter. Also put the links down in the description. I hope you all have benefited from the video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate. Goodbye and see you all later.